Good afternoon. Welcome to my world. And today, this subject is going to be about learning. The tips and tricks for confidence is all about learning. My name is Lindsay, and I'm on a 100-day challenge to bring you tips and tricks on how to be confident. Hi, sweet there. Now, confidence comes in many different ways. And also confidence comes in learning and gaining qualifications. Now I've just been away off and I've carried out a test, an exam, which is totally irrelevant to what I do now. And it's a test for health, safety and environmental test. And it's for operatives who are working on a building site. Now, I've not been on a building site for about 4 or 5 years. I did used to do property developing. I helped to develop and sell 6 houses about 10 years ago now. And I totally loved it. At some point a few years ago, I thought I'd go and do this test. I just felt I wanted to do it. And I failed. And I was gobsmacked because I thought I knew everything that there was to know about working on a building site. So it's kind of been rumbling away within me for a few years. And just a few months ago, I thought, I want to go and do that test. So I signed up, did it, got the little app, the Android app, and went through. Anytime I had a spare time, going through all the questions. Well, I've just been there now, and I've passed, which is absolutely thrilling. Confidence comes with achievement. And it doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter if it's anything to do with what it is that you are working on. I remember many years ago, there was a book that I came across by a man called George Dawson. Now this man was 98 and he lived in America and he learned to read and write at 98. Apologies for the camera moving. I'm actually sitting in my car here, which you might hear the wind, but the wind is moving my car. Hi, Fiona. So George Dawson at 98 learned to read and write. He had enough of just making a cross where his signature was. He didn't know what he was signing for. George Dawson was the great-grandson from immigrants from the slave trade. And he'd worked hard all his life. But what an achievement. So it's never, ever too late to learn. And when you learn, not only does it give you massive confidence in knowing that you've still got it, you're still able to do whatever it is you want. But in actual fact, the more that you're sitting and studying, there are neurons in your brain firing up. So it's not just the topic that you are studying for at the moment that is going to help you in whatever way, but it's actually firing up learning neurons in your brain. And the more that you carry on learning, the more those neurons are firing up, and then they interconnect with each other. And what does that do? Well, that helps you to be able to understand whatever it is you want to do in life so much easier, because the facilities are already there. Now, how much confidence is it to actually be able to hold a conversation about something that you've maybe just read about? How much confidence would you have to be able to stand up on a stage after you've sat and you've spent maybe hours, maybe months, who knows, depending on what the topic is. But you don't need any notes. You don't need to be able to ask a friend or phone a friend, because you know it, and that's because you have kept those neurons going, you've kept that learning going, and never ever give up, no matter what age. Just remember George Dawson at 98 years old, who learned for the first time ever to read and write. So he was 101 when he died, and I think it was 2001, but he had those extra years that he could read to his grandchildren, and he could read posters. He could go into a shop and read what was for sale. And if he hadn't bothered, he wouldn't have been able to do any of that. So my tip and trick for today, along with my smiley eyes, don't forget the smiley eyes, although sometimes I do forget smiley eyes. I certainly did in this test today. I've never been so frightened. Oh, for a long time. Anyway, it's all over and done with. So I'm going to go and get myself, I think I'll get myself an ice cream. So that's my hint, tip and trick for today. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Bye, Suta. Bye, Fiona. And there are other people there which I can't see. It's not coming up. Catch you later. Bye.